Here's a sobering statistic. If you talk on a cell phone while driving, you are 4 times more likely to be involved in an accident. One Michigan man knows this firsthand, and he's using technology to try to do something about it. CBS News science and technology correspondent Daniel Sieberg reports.
In our always connected world, the temptation to talk or text while driving can be too much, even for someone like Dave Teeter.
I had all the motivation in the world to stop doing it. It was hard for me. I was a heavy cell phone user and driver before this accident.
The accident involved Teeter's 12-year-old son, Joe. 4 years ago, he was killed when a woman on her cell phone drove right through a red light.
You know, in a split second, they can miss that light, they can miss that stop sign, they can hit somebody, they can hit another car, and they'll change a couple of lives, theirs and the other person's forever. So the software periodically checks using various sensors.
Teeter's life changed too. He closed his automotive consulting business and joined a company that helps drivers who can't seem to stop talking, especially teenagers.
Calls coming in.
It's called DriveAssist, and sometime next year, for a monthly fee, users can download it to a phone or texting device. If GPS detects driving motion, a signal is sent to the wireless provider, which disables outgoing calls, except to 911, and diverts incoming calls to a custom voicemail.
The person you have called appears to be driving.
Maybe you think going hands-free is safe enough. Well, think again. New research shows whether a driver's holding the phone or not, they can be just as distracted by the conversation itself.
The driver on a cell phone is about the same impairment level as someone at a 0.08 blood alcohol level. We know you have
For Teeter, this technology may help give some meaning to the loss of Joe.
He'd be a senior in high school this year, and his friends have grown up, and by the way, most of them are real passionate about not talking on cell phones while driving, and that's pretty cool to see that.
For The Early Show, Daniel Sieberg, CBS News, Washington.
Joining us here in the studio, Dave and Judy Teeter. Good morning.
Good morning, Maggie.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you for sharing the story with us. To hear that story, you would think that would be incentive enough for people to never drive using a cell phone again.
You know, I was a heavy cell phone user while driving before the accident. And after the accident, and looking at how it happened, and I kind of said, how could an accident like this happen where someone could drive through a broad light looking straight out the window in broad daylight and not see it? And then I looked at the research on how dangerous it is, and we just don't know it. I was shocked to see there's so much evidence out there that this distraction is dramatically more dangerous than we ever knew it was.
So at that point, you drop everything. Your successful career, your sole focus in life is to prevent this from happening again.
You know, I think the young lady that caused this accident is a good person. If she had known what I know now, I don't think she would have been on the cell phone while driving. So, yeah, if we can spread the word and maybe something good come out of this, we'd love to see that happen.
How do you feel, Judy, when you see people driving today talking on their cell phones?
Oh, it just gets scarier and scarier, especially the young people, when there's so much happening on our roads already. To think that a new driver would pick up a cell phone and text or
Can you talk to them as the mother who lost her son because of this?
Can I talk?
Can you talk to these drivers?
I can talk to them, but mostly I'm concerned that they learn this behavior, and I think this DriveAssist program will help do that. It will teach them a safe method of driving.
But if you could tell them something to try to reach them this morning, what would it be?
I think they have to be so careful.
Hang up and drive.
Hang up and drive, and concentrate only on your driving, and leave the texting and the talking for when you're not driving.
It's not even when you're texting or talking like this. Even hands-free, right. You're focused on your conversation.
That was
you're not focused on the road.
That's something that people just don't understand, is the cognitive distraction of the conversation with someone who's not in your environment. It's much more dangerous than talking to a passenger that is so distracting and lasts so much longer. You know, when you're visually distracted, you kind of know it and you limit the time. But when your mind's distracted, you don't understand that's happening. It can go on for 20 minutes, you know, a long conversation.
Judy, what's Joe's legacy?
What's Joe's legacy? He would be so thrilled if his friends and everybody else recognize this as the danger it is, and would not drive because of him. And talk on a cell phone, I mean.
We're so hopeful and excited that this product's going to get to the market next year. We think parents can put this on the kid's cell phone, have peace of mind. Nationwide Insurance has already said they're going to offer a policy discount. The product isn't even out yet. Well, that's just amazing that they would step up and do that. We really think this is going to make a difference, and that,
We hope it will save lives.
All thanks to you. Judy, Dave, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.